Mic check 1 2 1 2.
I want to know how much battery this takes too, because my phone is only at 60%.
Oh, this shit fucks.
It does?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have it charging?
I cannot.
Do 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 do. Is your shit charging well?
Yep.
This is the first sip of alcohol I've had in like 4 weeks.
Wait, how do I get it off of me? Ah,
Haven't had a Sunday brew in like 3-4 weeks. Red Stripe. He's beer.
Jamaican man.
Hooray, beer. Just a heads up, we are recording.
I see now.
I see.
Do we know what we're talking about?
Do we ever know what we're talking about?
We're supposed to.
Nah, fam. We're gonna be like all those other Zoom videos. Have you seen the ones that get like hacked into and shit?
No.
No, I've never
Enlighten.
seen that.
Nah, basically, depending on how bad your Zoom security is, some people just make like open chat rooms and shit and just leave it open. And then
Is that what you did?
Probably. I'm trying to get our views up.
You did it and you didn't even realize you did it?
Exactly.
You be tight if a dick comes swinging right right in the fucking chat. So
You
wild motherfucker.
You wouldn't be tight?
I would be too,
but all right. But yeah, what's good, everybody? Welcome to a Zoom Neapolitan ice cream podcast episode.
The Zoom boys.
The Zoom boys are in the building. We were gonna keep recording through this Corona shit, but we're pussy, and we decided to practice social distancing. So it's been a minute since y'all heard from us, so we wanted to get on the Zoom, give the people what they're asking for.
Facts.
All facts.
Word.
How y'all living through this shit?
Contained.
That's a good word.
Very contained. But chilling though.
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
I didn't.
What? Go.
Nah, I was gonna say, I was foolish enough to try to give myself a haircut a little earlier.
Did you? Who are you trying to impress?
Huh? I just couldn't let my hair grow anymore. Like, this shit is annoying. And then, like, my beard was, like, getting all crazy, so I've trimmed. Hell no. That's why I'm wearing a hat. All right, if I take off my hat, you got to take your hat off.
I don't care. Mine is already not.
Fuck.
I was growing my hair anyway, though.
I look like, because I started.
A hairline.
I started.
He looks like Toad.
It looks crazy.
He has a full beard.
It looks crazy because I fucking started and I had to stop. I look like a mix of.
You look different.
I look like a mix of Joe Dirt and Romeo Santos.
That's crazy.
More
so Joe Dirt.
Yeah, because I started.
This man got the full beardington.
Yeah, he's got the ass eating beard.
Yeah.
What's your haircut look like? Ready for what?
Oof.
Yeah.
Ready to get registered.
Flat.
Ready to get registered as a sex offender.
Wow.
You're like a computer, professor teacher and shit.
Yeah.
You're like a substitute teacher.
Oh shit.
But yeah, I should get like a short, one of those like short sleeve shirts and a tie.
Look like a math teacher.
A bad one too.
You look like Kevin Spacey in that movie where he was like a serial killer.
Word. Now I don't
Uh,
even know who Kevin Spacey is.
House
the
of
guy,
Cards.
the House of
Oh,
Cards
okay.
guy.
The guy who got banned. All right, all right.
What's the movie with Brad Pitt? Seven.
Did Kevin
Seven.
Spacey grow a beard in that movie? No. So then what the fuck are you doing? You're just throwing white people names out like it's nobody's business.
Yeah, but I'm saying more so
You
like
like Mr. Drummond.
Now, do you know who Braun Strowman is from the WWE?
No. That dude is after my time, bro.
But yeah, I'm glad we all have jacked up hair.
You know Orange Cassidy? Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah. I'm embracing it, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I'm curious to see what I'm gonna look like at the end of this. I don't think I'm gonna touch a pair of clippers for a while.
Yeah, I know better.
You learned your lesson. I'm
started-
really trying to see how far this can grow out. I've never like committed.
Well, I'm gonna
I
like
wanna see if
Now
we
you
get
don't have a
between-
choice, really.
I'm gonna try to
No,
grow mine.
I could just the whole shit. But
I had to bring it
You
down.
ever used a butter knife before? A hot
No.
butter knife? Right?
that'd be wild.
That'll probably just perm it, if anything.
It's a permit. I don't know what it does. I just heard about it before. I'm like, oh, what?
How would a butter knife perm
If you
your
t-
beard?
If you take two
You
of them
put butter
bitches,
on
Because
it?
like you ever heard?
You actually put butter
if you
on
take
it?
No,
if you take two of them bitches and you just it's like a straightener or some shit.
flattening iron.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's like the hot combs that blow out your hair, so that's how you get it perm with the hot comb. You know what I mean, that shit, you turn that shit up, pick your hair out, should get perm, straight hair. Yeah. Nigga.
Facts.
All right, yeah, okay. But I was just gonna say I presumably have the coronavirus.
Presumably.
That's what the doctor said because they didn't
He
want to
said
touch me.
presumably.
Presumably, not presumably.
How long do you think you had it for?
I started to feel the symptoms 3 days ago, and I think I got contracted a week ago. So I think it took like 4 days to like kick in, I guess you could say. I got it.
How you feel though?
I feel fine today.
The other days?
The other day, I mean, the cough has kind of sucked, but it hasn't been the worst cough that I've had.
Mm.
I've been like waking up feeling like fever-ish, but it wasn't I don't know if it was a fever or not. I would just pop a Tylenol and feel better.
Right.
So I would just do Tylenol twice a day, and it's pretty much gotten me through the day.
Right.
Or like either Tylenol or like Dayquil or Mucinex, anything that like takes care of a fever and a cough.
Right.
And that's what they did us prescribed me too. They go like, yeah,
I know
pretty
some
much
people.
we're like, yeah, so you pretty much probably have it. We're not going to test you because tests are limited, and I get it.
Yeah,
For part of the reason I was torn going in the first place.
You been wearing a mask and shit?
I when I go out, not when I'm inside, it's irrelevant. The fucking mask that I have, actually, I'm using the mask that you gave, that you brought over the
That's not
suck.
That's a
They
construction
suck.
mask.
I know they suck.
What's the name? I seen a better makeshift one. Use a pair of boxes and you put your mouth to one side and then you put a hood on so it makes you look like a ninja. It covers from up to here. But make sure them some clean boxes though. Don't put on some worn boxes. Put on some
That shit just smells like
clean, fresh.
nutsack.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So that way, I can show you. Nah, I ain't gonna do it.
Nah, you're wild.
You take off my shirt right here. That'd be wild.
Shit.
But yeah, I seen it. I'm like, wow, that actually looks way better than the actual paper mask that we've been using.
I've seen some pretty fly looking masks though.
Yeah, I want a Japanese Oni mask.
Is that like the demon teeth one?
Yeah, with the teeth and like a Yakuza and shit like that.
Yeah.
Or like the Ambo from Naruto. One of
You probably get it on Amazon.
You can, but like for like $70, I'm like, dang. If I
man.
know for a fact we're gonna be locked up for like a whole year, then I'll do it. Cause I'm like, all right, I mean, why not? But
Yo, if we're locked up for the whole year, I ain't playing this shit.
if we locked up for the whole year, I'm scared that New York might become Florida.
Huh?
I said if we get locked up for the whole year, I'm afraid that New York might become Florida, where they just say fuck it, just go outside and do whatever they want. I was talking to my homegirl who lives in Florida. She was telling me yo, it's crazy out here. Like literally every single day, people have been partying. I'm like, where have they been partying? I said outside. Since all the bars are closed, you can get takeout drinks. So everybody will go to the bars, buy their to-go drinks, and then just party outside. I'm like, dang. And like she was like, yeah, every single day. I'm like, that's crazy. And plus, they opened the beaches yesterday, even though they had like a huge outbreak.
Yeah, outbreak.
And they opened they opened the beaches that same day. So yeah, it's insane. I'm like, wow, that's crazy to definitely hear that. But I don't know, son. That thing's wild to me.
I meant to ask you.
Sounds about Florida.
Yeah.
It sounds Florida, right?
I was thinking about this, and I want to ask y'all, what would y'all do if they say that we had to live like this for the next 5 years?
What can you do? Off yourself or just deal with it? There's literally two options.
Nah, I'm trying to.
Wow, great.
I'm finding some underground shit. There's got to be like some underground.
It's always gonna be there. Yeah.
Either that, I've been thinking about just like going to Will's crib and just like catching it real quick, get it out the way, and then like I'll be Gucci.
Yo, just send it in the mail. I don't feel like going over there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna call for the envelope
and just mail that shit.
Yo, imagine a spiteful person really doing that. Just like,
I guarantee you, there's people.
Wait, I literally seen a thing yesterday about a chick who had HIV and she was just like delivering
people.
On purpose. Yesterday,
that's illegal.
Yesterday, yeah, it's OD illegal. You go to jail for like a long time for that. And she admitted to it. She said, "I'm sorry, I'm not the same person I was back then."
Yeah,
you pretty much kill people. Like that's crazy. So like I'll be tight if one of the spiteful people actually get infected with the COVID, because then they're gonna try to go and get at people.
But there's been people
you ever play Bulldog? Imagine trying to leave the house and the boy who got it is waiting outside your door, like, yeah, I'm ready to get you. So you gotta try to bop him to get past him.
I'd shoot him.
What?
A gun.
Then you go to jail, and guess what? Jail got a whole bunch of COVID.
They letting everybody out.
Infections too.
They just let this dude Michael Cohen out. He had like 1.5 years left.
They let 6ix9ine out.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Are people getting arrested now?
Yes.
I think there has been a spike in crimes. Like people are still shooting and all that stuff, which is wild to me. Like, yo,
domestic
we're already
violence
getting
is
killed
too.
out. Dang.
Yeah.
What about marriages and divorces? What do those look like?
I don't know if they're processing them, but I guarantee you, once shit opens up, that shit is gonna flood.
Yeah, that's wild.
Marriages are down, divorces are up.
Well, I don't think court's open, so I don't know.
I think low-key Cuomo was kind of joking about it today. He was like laughing.
I did hear him talking about it yesterday, and then he passed it off to his homegirl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Marriages.
Yeah, if we had to do 5 years like this, I'm out.
I'd be crying. What does that mean?
Where you going? Yeah.
I'm finding some shit.
You know what this literally
to kill
sounds
yourself
like?
Or to go somewhere?
I'd be goddamned if I'm gonna find a way to freeze myself or some shit. Cause I'll be goddamn if from age 27 to 32 I'm locked in the fucking house.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that you're gonna spend your $1,200?
That's what I'm afraid of.
It doesn't cost way more than $1,200. How much does freezing yourself cost?
You gotta wait till Walt Disney come out. Yeah. Where Disney on Ice about to be different in like a couple decades. You gonna be there. Like,
we all about to be on ice.
I mean, I don't know. See, that's the crazy thing about it. Like, my biggest fear of this is the actual fear of the unknown. I don't know what to expect. Nobody knows what to expect. So I don't know if this new normal is about to be like the new legit normal. Like, one of the scariest things would be if we experience Earth in its prime. I'd be sick.
Oh my God.
In 2019,
this shit already sucks for me.
What's the prime? I'll be sick, dog.
What does that even mean?
If
this shit just gets worse.
Like we experienced the best the Earth had to offer, and now it's a wrap. Now it's no more fun. Now this is the new normal. We got to figure out new ways to entertain ourselves, other than that. That has nothing to do with us going outside and socializing and stuff like that.
And fucking.
Oh yeah, that too. It's like the one-child policy. You know? It's crazy. Restricting people from getting on.
You can't have more than one child because of social distancing.
I just can't have none. You can't get to it.
Can you really freeze yourself?
Cryogenic freeze? I don't know. Master Chief did it, and he seemed fine after he got out. But I don't know who else. Well, we gotta wait for him. I don't know. What year did he set his timer to? Like,
it'd be crazy if he pops out now. I could see it being 2020.
He'd be
tight. He'd be tight. He pops out and get it. He'd be tight if he got it while he's in there. Like,
he's like, I'm gonna go back in.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna head out. Yeah, I'm gonna head back in.
Dang, that's crazy. But yeah, we experienced Earth in its prime. That's depressing. That's depressing.
Earth in its prime didn't even treat me that good either. Now that I'm thinking,
I know, right? I'm like, all right, things are starting to get better a little bit, maybe. Hopefully.
Yeah, I was just starting to like this shit.
Yeah, and then nah.
When y'all say Earth is its prime, I think of like some like nature shit that I'm like,
no, because I'm saying Earth because like, the whole world is going through this whole same thing. Like the whole world.
No, I get it.
If it was just like one country, we'd be like, all right.
We might never go to a concert again.
Yeah. But here's the thing, I ain't been in a concert in like 5 years anyway.
I like the option of going to one.
Yeah, it's good to have. I like saying no, I don't feel like going.
We might never do another live podcast.
That's depressing. Damn.
We like we're about to start packing like venues and shit.
We did have a lot of ideas. So can I get a refund on all the equipment I put chipped in on?
We still never.
Get Jacob on here. We need our money back. Yeah, we need our gimbal back. We never used it.
Never got that fucking gimbal.
We never used it once. Oh nah, we need our money. Or I gotta eat. I need to put that shit in one of those money looms, bro. OD, son. This is crazy. I cannot believe this.
What are those shits called? The money circles, the money octagons, The
money loom, bro.
Are you in one?
I'm about to start one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm about to
the first time I saw that, I thought, remember like the folding shits that you used to make the paper
origami
thing with?
Oh yeah, the pick one.
No, the pick one shit.
Yeah.
I thought that was like the same thing, but like all folded out.
Yeah, me too. Because it's great. It had all the chicks' names like Cheyenne, Cheryl, Ashley, Diana. I'm like, oh, which girl I get the kiss? Nope. I owe her $100. I'm like, damn, that's whack. That's crazy.
That's what it looks like.
So is these the people who started the money loom? Are they the same "you should be here" people?
Probably.
Wow.
The thing is, like all these, it's always the same people doing all this shit.
Yeah, I know, right?
Team No Sleep.
Did you just switch the name to trick new people, or like how does it work?
I don't even think they got to do that. They just say, "Hey, some new shit."
That's crazy. See, it's been the age of the scammer. Like it's really been here, like since like a good 2 years.
What's crazy? It's the same scam.
Yeah, but that's the thing. There's the same scam. Plus, there are the like you have the different like archetypes of scammers. You have the rapper scammers who do the credit card scams and schemes. You have these people who promise you these fake things. Then there's just so many of them out there now. Like people out there just stealing your info. They on a rise, and like right now is the time. I get it. Like I get it. Right now is the time to do it. People are desperate for money. Niggas ain't getting they stimulus checks. People ain't getting their unemployment and none of that. Then people gotta eat. So like, dang, I might as well take this risk. Hopefully get this $700 back or $800 or whatever. Nope. Now you in the negative and you can't eat either now. Better eat an air sandwich.
Do you have a goatee?
Huh?
Do you have a goatee?
Going now. Low key.
I'm trying to. I can't. He's like far away. I can't tell.
Yeah, nigga.
Hey, you been eating ass.
Yeah, right. Barely even been watching porn.
If you,
where you
I don't want to run
like,
out.
if you were able to end the social distancing, if you had to eat ass, would you do it?
This shit would have never started if it was me.
Will I save it for everybody? Will I save it for everybody?
Yeah.
I'll be a hero. I get a statue. I mean, I'll take one for the team. All right, here's my question for you: if you can save the whole world by eating a man's ass, would you do it?
No.
You wouldn't do it?
Slow. No, it's slow.
What if you guaranteed $1 million though?
No.
Would you consider it?
No.
All right.
It's
All right.
slow. Would you?
Nah, I'm good. I've been comfy in the crib, bro. I'll just chill here.
Yeah, when you put it like that, the shit ain't half bad.
No, that's the thing. That's like one of the major things about it. Like, being stuck in a crib is not that bad when you actually think about it, because it could be worse. It could be like martial law, where we can't go outside at all. Niggas, army men with guns and shit out there. That's what I'm afraid of. It's not that. We have technology. We can communicate. We have entertainment. We hopefully have food. You know what I mean? Like, so it could be worse.
You know what I was thinking about? Everybody talks about like that Spanish flu from 1918 or whatever the fuck it was.
Right.
I can't even imagine being in this back then. No internet, no electricity, no TV,
right?
no fucking nothing.
What do you gotta wait the pigeon to come to your window and tell them, yeah, it's good, we can all go back outside again?
No clue, dog.
They didn't even have supermarkets. Like, I think you had to go hunt and shit like that still.
1918 or while, and it was not like that in 1918.
What the fuck do you know?
You know nothing about Spanish flu?
Textbook.
You ain't even Spanish.
Well, you ain't read about that shit in the textbook.
Yes, I did.
What grade?
It was right before the Roaring 20s. Yeah,
no shit. It was right before the 20s. No, it was nice.
Yeah, but that was like a big fashion. Yeah, but the Roaring 20s is like a big fashion era. How do you say there was not supermarkets 2 years before that decade?
It was a big what era?
A fashion era.
Fashion.
Yes.
What the fuck were they wearing?
Look it up.
Yo, the Roaring 20s was right before the Great Depression.
Okay, they still had supermarkets.
Is this the Great Depression Part 2?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
We won't know now. We gotta wait till shit really starts closing.
Oh.
Yeah, but don't because they're all talking about reopening the country back up again.
Well, Florida's open.
Well,
Florida, they're about to get deleted. We're about to replace them with like Greenland or some shit.
Would you be tight?
Not really. I'd be tight when a flight to Florida becomes like an international flight, so the number is just not like $100 no more. I'm like, oh, word.
We gotta trade Florida with another.
Not yet. I still got miles I gotta use.
Right. Denmark owns Greenland, right? I think something like that.
Yeah, but I think it's something with America. They're trying to like get Greenland or something.
I saw that. I remember that.
Yeah. Because when I looked at the map, I'm like, wow, they're not even that far. I thought they were more closer to Europe, but they're in like the
that shit was like right next to Canada. That shit is big too.
Yeah, it's huge. I'm like, what? Don't they shoot like Game of Thrones or something? I think they shot like I think they shot
Iceland
like
or some
parts
shit.
of Thor. Yeah, Greenland or Iceland. One of them things. But
I think we're probably all in a complete agreement that those states are wilding now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
About reopening.
Yeah,
I
wouldn't play no games. Like,
yeah, I think they're just.
I think it's getting bodied, bro.
There's been like fucking protests and shit from the fucking scum of
in
the
Minnesota.
There's been anti-COVID gatherings.
Yeah.
Yeah, Minnesota's wild, and I'm like, what?
We want our freedom and shit. Y'all fucking bugging.
They're dumb. They're literally dumb. They're stupid. Like, what
our
are you
body,
doing?
our choice. Our body, our choice is what some of the signs that I saw. Like,
I think that
why does that sound feminist all of a sudden?
It's so funny.
Yeah. They showed them with the face masks around their coochie.
You're lying.
What?
Oh, I was about to say.
What?
I was say that's sick,
but I think if you're out there protesting like, my body,
is
my
that not a
choice, don't tell
fine?
me what to do.
Meanwhile, they're all right next to each other.
I think if you get caught at one of these rallies and shit and you get sick, you should void your medical assistance. Like it should just be all right, you're done.
You asked for it. Your choice, right?
As wild as it was, dude, in the president of Philippines is not playing. He said, "Yo, if anybody's outside past curfew, kill them," which is OD, which is insane. It's like if anybody's outside past curfew, shoot them dead. Like it's over. And then what else? I remember seeing a video in the DR where it was like past curfew, and the man was running for his life from the police.
Yeah, they were taking people, tying them up and putting them in the back of a van.
That's crazy.
Because here's the thing, like for DR,
so what happens
the
after
Philippines, they keep them locked up.
For how long?
So this shit dies down.
You know, it'd be crazy if a rival gang just like kidnapped you and then just threw you out in the street after curfew just to get got. That'd be wild.
That'd be crazy.
That's kind of thoughtful, like way to get him. But yeah, that's crazy to me.
I remember we saw that meme about North Korea and this dude Kim Jong-un, like
he killed him.
Oh yeah, he killed him. I thought that was a joke.
Nah, I think he really offed him. The first infected patient. Yeah. Like niggas, they ain't trying to play. Like, yo, if you off it right here, I mean, done for it. It don't spread no more. But I don't know if that's how it works. So I don't know what to believe with this whole entire COVID thing. I don't even know what COVID is. All I know is we have all the time in the world now. So I've been watching mad videos and shit. Not to being on some conspiracy diver shit, but like I've seen a lot of rumors. One, that it was an accident. Like it started from the bats. They're doing experiments on a bat. It infected one of the patients. She accidentally spread it by it. Oh, it no longer has a what? What's Christian?
Do you see me?
It says no longer has a time limit. What'd you say?
Yeah. Nothing. It just said a gift from Zoom.
Okay. Yo, I thought it cut off. I'm like, oh, where did it?
That's what I thought. Apparently the time limit was 40 minutes.
I was like, what the hell just happened to his story?
We passed 40 minutes already?
Yeah.
No way.
The fuck you mean no way? Yeah.
All right, anyway, so they were experimenting on bats, and one lady got infected with it who was experimenting on it, and then she ended up infecting everybody else, which turned to a whole global pandemic. Then there was another one saying somebody ate it, and then it affected them like that. And then there was another saying it was 5G, but then that's a myth. That's a whole myth. It can't be 5G because there's not enough towers, and like, you need more time to see how our bodies react to all the frequencies and stuff like that. Plus, it does stuff to air molecules, like turn them. It doesn't like really kill us. But there's a whole bunch of, and then the worst one is like the Israelite. It's like, you know, they talking about like, oh, it's 5G. You ain't supposed to be on your phone. This is why I've been telling y'all, if y'all really want to survive this, don't use your phone. Meanwhile, the guy is recording the video on a phone. So I'm just literally like, what the hell are you talking about, my dude? It is always the craziest looking people, but I don't know. Like, I don't know what to believe with it. Who, the Israelite dudes?
Yeah.
I don't listen to anybody.
I listen to them, but I don't believe them. That's a lot of the times I don't believe them. I think here's the thing with conspiracy. Huh? No, I don't listen to them because I just want before I make my judgment, form my opinion, or decide what I believe in. I feel like it makes sense for me to get an understanding of multiple sides of the same story before I can just like literally.
That's smart.
Commit to something. Yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to pay attention to everything before I decide on one thing. So I listen to it all. Sometimes it does make sense. Like when they say like there are cures to diseases that can't be exposed to the world because the government wants to make money from pharmacies and this and that. So it makes sense for these people who make these cures, like Dr. Sebi, for example. You know him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He apparently was able to cure AIDS. I don't know how true that is because I don't see the proof or the data, but maybe he did. And it can make sense if he ever did it, that the government wouldn't want no parts in because that means the pharmacy and stuff ain't making money. So that makes sense to me, but I don't know if I believe that if I don't see any proof or data to back up his argument, you know? So that's how I like to think of it. I like to like get all the information from different angles before I decide and commit to just one.
The data is, man, they probably have cures for everything, but there's no money in cures.
Right.
Is money?
How still stuck are?
How
still stuck are? My bad. I was just gonna say, how stuck are y'all still on conspiracy theories overall, though, regarding this? I mean,
this specifically.
Yeah.
Where his? I don't know how to feel about conspiracy. It's like, all right, these conspiracy theories, they find out information, they give us the information. What are we supposed to do now?
I mean,
what are they doing?
I just feel like they find the slightest of truths and then give you the option to run with it without any sort of credential, like credibility or anything like that.
That's all I need. Credibility, and backup. Like I need details to back up this argument, and they never exist. Never. I'm like, okay. But I can see how if you put things together, I can see how conspiracies can make sense. I can see that, but I just need the proof to solidify.
Yeah, the press has already asked Trump regarding like have they like investigated where this actually happened. Nothing that Trump says I believe. So I mean, let's just take that for what it is. But they're asking him now, is it coming? Because at first I thought it came from like a market or like a farm or something like that, or a farmer's market. Maybe. That's what I heard.
Yeah, it was like it's called a wet market.
Yeah, and then now they're starting to ask him if it actually did come from like a laboratory or some shit like that.
It's like even if it did come from a lab, what are they gonna do? Bomb it? You can't even get in there.
Yeah, like well, I was really starting to wonder about this whole shit. Not necessarily conspiracy theory wise, but just like what's gonna happen. Like, are we gonna like? You think China's gonna deal with any repercussions from this?
I mean, if they started it, I think it's makes sense. Like the whole world is going. It's like the whole world is dealing with this because of their mistake, or I don't even know what it was. I
mean, nobody knows for sure. But.
Yeah, I know. I feel like if they did it, they know. You know what I mean? But like,
well, I think
it's not fair to nobody else.
I agree, but then at the same time, I've started to wonder whether they like allowed the spread on purpose.
That was another rumor. It was a spread to
like they realized they fucked up, and then we're like, you know what? If this gets out, and like we can control it on, like we can figure out how to make control it on our end. Which now they're like tracking all their citizens using an app. Their citizens now have to scan into places using a barcode and shit, and their barcode is connected to like their health. So like if they're COVID free, they could check into places. It's kind of wild.
Sounds like a Black Mirror episode, dog.
It kind of is. And I was watching the news and they were showing me the app and everything. It's basically like a QR code that they have. But like if you think about it now, all right, there was already like pre-existing issues with the US and China before this in regards to like disputes that Trump had with them. I mean, it's kind of been like that for years too, but I low-key wonder that China realized they fucked up, like in some sort of experimental lab, let it spread and realized, oh shit, like, but at the same time didn't do as much because look who's making all the money right now. Everyone's buying supplies from China to help them out. So they're probably the only place where their economy is still doing fairly well because everyone's buying supplies off of them. Meanwhile, the government probably doesn't even give a fuck about the people there. There's probably overpopulation. I think it's proven before that they don't give a fuck about the population.
But every company shut down its operations in China. Like Apple's manufacturing in China is done.
Yeah, but there's still most of the health supplies are still over there. The masks and testing, yes, it is.
No, their economy has been shut down for pretty much since January.
Yeah, but a lot of international supplies are coming from them still, especially the health masks.
But a lot of it is global companies that there's manufacturing in China. That doesn't mean that it's necessarily a Chinese company.
Yeah, but who's
like everybody
making
makes
the money right now? Who's making
The company,
money right now?
if an Apple, if they're making iPhones in China, China's not making that money. They're making some of that money, but
Yeah, but
most
there's
of the
still
profits go to
technology
Apple.
stuff that's still but there's still technological stuff that's still getting made there, and still people are still buying things. E-commerce is still whatever e-commerce is is whatever is being purchased. E-commerce, a lot of it's still coming from China. The masks that we're buying, and the testing that we're buying, a lot of it's coming from China.
I need your sources on that, but
the governor.
It's true though.
Where's your sources?
I'm just asking you yours. I just thought
you made a dispute. You made a dispute. So where's your sources?
My source is me. What the fuck? I don't need
to fucking ask me.
You sound like one of the conspiracy boys.
You sound like a dumbass. That's what the fuck you sound.
What? But where's the big picture you were trying to paint? You're saying that they fucked.
I'm just wondering if China realized they fucked up, but at the same time, because they could have definitely, if they should have been the first ones to know the severity of it, right?
Well, they've been lying from the jump about their numbers.
Exactly. Well, exactly. That's already.
They said they haven't reported a new case in like 2 months.
Which is full of shit. Exactly. yeah. They've been lying about the numbers. Whether they're lying about the numbers or they're just not even bothering testing, because there's a lot of rural China
that's just
exactly. It's like they're absolute they don't care about them. There probably so many of them that are probably sick right now that aren't getting any sort of medical treatment or any sort of help because the government doesn't give a fuck about them. They're already overpopulated as it is as a country. How many 1 point something billion people? They probably just don't give a fuck about them. I think they've just realized that, all right, we fucked up, but we could probably still thrive off of this while everyone else is suffering.
No, they're not thriving. That's what I'm telling you. Their economy is not thriving.
They're not thriving, but they're still doing a lot. They're probably still making more money than other countries right now.
Yeah, that's true. Because
where's your exports and imports coming from? It's all coming from the most of it's right now still coming from China more than it's ever done before.
Impossible.
That is not
impossible. Everything gets made in China. We're not getting imports of everything. We're not getting technology.
But we're still buying face masks and stuff.
We're still buying supplies and stuff and it's being manufactured in China.
Yeah,
that's where it's
Cuomo's
coming
been announcing they bought 300,000 from them last week and shit like that.
Yeah, but those shits cost like 5 cents when you buy them.
But they've been upselling. Yeah, but
when you buy them in the millions and the masses and everything like that, it's gonna. Either way, they're the only ones making some sort of money off of this. They're generating. They're the only ones generating a revenue.
They've been upselling on the mask too.
I don't know if anyone's generating revenue right now.
China.
Do you understand revenue versus profit?
Everyone is generating a revenue right now.
No.
There's industries here that are generating revenue. Netflix hasn't generated revenue. Maybe you're operating at a profit.
For sure.
Online, Zoom. I'm pretty sure. I think Zoom might have started this shit.
All right, I get that.
How does Zoom make money?
From importing and exporting, China is making the most right now, and it's now even a greater despair because other companies in other countries aren't all the supplies, especially medical is probably generating the most revenue right now because that's the only thing, it's the main thing operating. All the medical supplies that all the countries are getting are coming from China.
That's the case always. No one else makes shit.
That's not necessarily true, but we can only make it in China. The only ones that we're getting from are from China. So while they're still getting but you got to think of it from a percentage standpoint too. If if that industry is the only thing that's basically generating revenue, not literally, but generally, compared to some other things that have completely shut down, retail, food and beverage, whatever the case is, all the money is flowing into China right now, in a greater difference than it was before, and that's my point. Yes, it's always been happening anyway, but considering there's nothing else going on right now, they're thriving off of that. Does that make sense? No.
No, it doesn't. No, I don't feel.
What? Joe, do you understand it?
I do, yeah.
I don't get what I don't get what I don't know what you're having trouble with, but whatever.
I just don't think
You're
that
going to
they're
get it.
thriving.
Overall, no one's thriving off
All
of
right,
it.
so they're doing better than
Understand my point,
in a
but they're
financial
able to
way. They're
We'll
doing
capitalize.
never know because they lie about
They're
everything.
they're able to
Well,
capitalize off
maybe.
the fact that everyone has to buy supplies from them. Maybe I'll put it that way. No.
Yeah, I'm done. I had a question though. Because we first started hearing about this like early January, right?
Yeah, it started when we were in London. I mean Europe.
Right. So I've heard people saying, like, another one of those conspiracies is this shit has been here, like, in the United States for a minute.
Right.
And I could believe it because if you think about it, China was still open in January, February even, too. There were still flights going international. Nobody had shut anything down. You mean to tell me that in all the millions of people that travel within China through China while it was active and spreading, that didn't come back for those 2 months from like February, March until the middle of that shit?
It's the test. It's the test. People started getting tested. That's when more and more people got diagnosed with it because.
No,
right.
shouldn't
we have seen people feeling sick or something from it?
Here's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
They were probably feeling sick. We just didn't know it until like after March 13th, where we're like, oh, this is a real thing. Because like we know about it since February 24th. Because that's when we all was in London. We seen the messages like, oh, snap.
No, we got back from London the second. Yeah.
January.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about. January 24th is when it happened. We left to London January 23rd, I think it was. I remember when we were in Manchester and people, I was talking to somebody in the fucking bar about it. Like, yo, this is crazy. This is some government shit. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. My phone's been blowing up with this. So ever since then, it's been like a thing that's been happening. But after March 13th was when people like celebrities and like the NBA shut down. On that day is when it's like, all right.
But
so
my
now
thing
people are getting
is,
tested. So now we know people actually have it. We've seen the people who had the symptoms of it, but we didn't think much of it because we didn't think it was like a major deal because we never been through anything like this.
But my whole thing is, if it was around, people should have still been feeling that sickness. Like, if you can't breathe, you can't breathe. You still would have been going to the hospital regardless of if you're getting diagnosed with it or not. Isn't it just weird that all of a sudden, when we started testing, that's when all the hospitals and shit started going up? I just find it hard to believe that in 2 months, from like January 20th or whatever it was to March 13th, it was nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, hospitals weren't over capacity. We weren't dealing with this whole shit. Like, regardless of testing and reporting, people still should have been feeling sick if this shit was around, right?
Right.
That doesn't add up to me. But
the only thing I would really wonder, though, is what I really have like questions about is in regards to like the mortality rate. Like, now they're reporting hopefully they're reporting the deaths due to COVID, but no one's mentioning like deaths overall. Like you'd think due to this, there's just a higher death rate throughout the country, right?
That's what the thing is,
it hasn't hit hard.
It might be different.
I just don't hear if it's like.
It might be down overall because no one's doing anything. Like, no one can get and there's less car accidents because nobody's driving. Like,
I mean, that's true, but
shit like that.
I'd be curious to see how they could study between maybe the end/middle of January, basically of 2020 thus far, where those numbers. And plus we don't even know the exact death amounts yet because they're only able to pretty much report the ones that are coming through the hospitals and not necessarily the ones coming from homes. There's still a great range of still variable stuff that we don't know about yet. You probably won't even get it to like autopsies and stuff.
I just don't know how they can keep track of all this shit. It just seems like so much. Like,
yeah.
Like, and I still don't know how they count a death with COVID. Like, if I had COVID, but then I fell down 3 flights of stairs and snapped my neck, is that a COVID-related death or?
Well, it depends on how it happened. Are you?
I was coughing. I was coughing, and then I fell down the stairs.
And you killed over, and yeah, that sounds like COVID's fault, bro.
coughed and you lost your train of thought, and then boom.
Like God forbid you got it, and then like a gunman's trying to shoot you, and you're running as fast as you can, then you're out of breath, and then you cough, and it slows you down, and then it gets you.
And you get got.
COVID's fault. COVID's fault.
Facts.
Unfortunate, but it's COVID's fault. So what happens with school? Do kids graduate this year? Like, is that a thing?
They do that Japanese shit with the robot. You seen that?
Oh
No.
yeah, with the FaceTime where they put you on, like it's like a Zoom
like this.
where they put a screen on a robot, and then it just rolls up, picks up a diploma, takes a picture with the principal or the dean, and then it just rolls off.
That's mad whack.
That's okay.
I would have been sick if I was a college senior right now and I already paid all that money. And then this is like the last semester where you probably weren't going to do shit anyway.
All right.
Then why would you be sick?
Huh?
No, because he has COVID.
Would you be sick?
No, but like you can't do parties. You can't even walk in your graduation. You ain't even got to say bye to nobody. That's just all dip.
Yeah, that's whack. That's so whack.
Did you walk and say bye to anybody?
No, but that was just. I went to CUNY. I wasn't paying $50,000 a year to go away and dorm, especially if you didn't get to dorm this last semester and they still charged you for that shit.
Wow.
And they didn't even no money back.
They're not?
No, I remember Harvard said tough shit.
That's crazy. That's tough.
It's been. How do y'all feel about still having to pay bills and shit like that? I mean,
I don't feel like that joint hurts.
Like, it's been kind of fucked up, don't you think?
It's OD. For me, yeah.
Bro, I was watching videos about people having to still pay mortgage payments.
That's not
like
fair.
the whole, like I can understand not like maybe, but like delay it at least. Don't like still allow, like I feel like people should maybe extend their leases or something like that.
There are some who are working with people, but not all, and it's not fair.
I'm not for that extending shit either.
Why not?
Because if you're gonna give me a break, just don't expect it. Don't say in like 5 months from now I'm gonna owe you 5 months worth of rent.
All right, you're in a position right now where you're financially stable. What if you weren't financially stable and you are literally forced to not work, or you got forced to, or you got
literally me, bro,
not out of your choice and will, where you couldn't do it, and now your landlord or whoever, or they're expecting you to make your mortgage payments or expecting to still continue to pay your rent, but you literally can't because you were forced.
And I'm gonna put it off for how? What are the terms and stipulations of that?
Well, at least until maybe at least things when you can go back to work. I don't know. Maybe it's like 3 months.
And then is he gonna charge me? Is he gonna charge me 3 months in one shot? Like
no, gradually.
Is there interest?
Like if your lease were to be extended 3 months, or your mortgage payments, or you have mortgage deadlines, is that extended for 3 months or so? Does that make sense?
There's no interest. There's no.
Or maybe there is. What you wouldn't once you can collect more income, you wouldn't gradually prefer to pay more.
How do I know I'm going to collect more income?
So then you get thrown out of your house, and then you're homeless, and then what?
I can't be evicted. There's a law right now that you can't be evicted.
Is that true?
Yes,
it's true. Sure. Here's my thing.
All right, but then when it comes back, and you can't pay it. But then you can't pay it. Then what?
Then I wouldn't be able to pay the 5 months I owe anyway if I can't pay it now.
Yeah, but what if they ask for you because they're still charged? You have once you get kicked, once everything comes back, you weren't able to make your payments. And they're like, all right, where's the money? Then they'll ask you for one lump sum right there. You can't pay it. That's why I'm asking instead of asking for one lump sum right there, gradually or extending.
I wouldn't do it.
Then what?
I'd sign up for unemployment, right?
Bro, nigga,
I signed up for
unemployment. I signed up for that 5 weeks ago. Haven't seen a dime.
Really?
Swear to God. I haven't seen a dime.
Have you followed
Bro, I called 2,000 times.
That shit is rough.
Can't get, bro. It's the struggle. Like, it's, not to mention, I'm not the only one. There's millions of people in the same boat as me. We're trying to figure out what's going on because my shit's been pending for like 5 weeks now. I've been waiting to hear from them.
Yeah, for like banks taking mortgage loans, they're still collecting those mortgage loans.
They're still charging me. Like I still have to pay a credit card. I still have to.
But what I'm saying is, it's not. Better. It's not going to be better for you if you push that shit off. You're going to get fucked longer. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying. It's a struggle regardless.
It's a double-edged sword. It's not good.
But
if you're not collecting
like
any
credit card company,
any sort of income.
Yeah, it's not fair. It's not your fault. Like
it's not fair, but that's what I'm saying. They should just suspend everything. Don't extend it. Suspend.
Some are doing that. I've seen a news report where a lady
informed that. Of course, yes, suspend it, fine, but the likely chances of that are. I just don't. I mean, yes. So you're saying some are doing it, but
yeah, some are giving.
At least
either
I would rather them. I would still rather them extend it to them, not for the people that are in dire needs that can't afford it right now.
I mean, that's what they're doing. Is essentially you can't get evicted right now. So when it's all said and done, you're still going to owe that rent, right? There's going to be people that are in bad financial position now and are still going to be bad financial positions 5 months from now.
Yeah, but there's some people that probably have to spend that $1,200 check they got on their rent or mortgage when it should be spent on food and necessities.
Yeah, that $1,200 is not going to last long.
That's very true. But it's a double-edged sword. I'm not saying that it's good or bad either way. It's just the harsh reality of life. But what I'm saying is, depending on the terms and stipulations, you're going to get fucked for a longer period of time with whatever they're going to give you. The government doesn't give a fuck about us.
I agree.
Well, ours, Canada, they get $2,000 a month.
The thing with that is everyone else pays higher taxes around the world. Like the UK, they pay 20% of tax on everything and stuff, and that's why they have like different. It all evens out kind of, but I think they should have done more for us. They still should be doing more for us.
The Democrats are discussing getting us to $2,000 a month, but I don't think that's gonna work. But it's been in discussion for a couple of weeks now.
The thing is, a lot of people aren't even going to see the worst of this financially now. Like a lot of people are on furlough right now, which means they aren't getting paid, but they still have a job. Right. They very well could just lose their jobs.
Yeah, they could very well lose those who won't get. Yeah, for those who can't get their jobs back, but they're expecting to. Oh, once everything clears up, I'll just get asked to get my job back. It won't necessarily be the case.
Right. Exactly, and that's gonna suck, and a lot of people, unfortunately, are gonna be put in that position too. I don't think
because businesses won't be the same anymore. People won't be spending as much immediately. It's not like everyone's gonna go back and let me go buy some new shit here and there and this and that.
Not even. Did you get a stimulus check yet?
No,
I did not.
You got yours?
No.
Yeah,
I didn't get mine either. It's been a struggle on this part.
Well, I know. I was told I'm probably gonna get mine as a paper check, and it's been delayed because Astor wants to put his fucking signature on it. So
here's the thing, because I don't have direct deposit for my
okay.
Refund. I do. I don't. I don't know the exact reason why. I think it might have had to do with I've had to pay instead of getting refund. I think
here's the thing. You should be able to still put it direct deposit through the website portal that they came out with this week, but it doesn't work. It crashes every single time. So it sucks.
I'll just wait for my paper one. I don't care.
Yeah, I should have probably come in like October. I swear to God. Bro.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, this shit is fucked up though.
Yeah. A lot of people even confirmed that the fact that this might be coming out of our next year's refund. It's $1,200.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I saw something like that. That's just in the paperwork though.
And there's another thing, parents, they get an extra $500 for each kid that they claim as a dependent for their refund. So when those people who did that, they only got the $1,200, and they were told that the extra $500 will be on their next refund check next year. Finagled.
See, but this is the thing. Like people were saying, like the whole advance thing or whatever. Like it's just an advance on your refund. Like it's not relief. You know. And
all trash, bro.
And then the stuff that sucks the most is a lot of like the essential workers. Isn't it crazy how who we see are the essential workers, and it's like the delivery people, the store clerks, the fucking
Right.
like they might be asked out when things go back to normal too.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the restaurant delivery people, I don't know how restaurants are going to do long term now. They're saying different.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what
I don't know.
I'm mad concerned about, especially like the small ones.
Yeah, just I don't think anything where people gather, I don't know how it's going to do right away. I know a lot of people are paranoid about all this shit.
Right.
They're saying movie theaters might never be back.
No, they're saying well, I heard movie theaters will be back, but it'll just be like reduced capacity. AMC might be done now.
It'll probably just be like the iPix will advance. Like
They need what they need to do is reduce the price.
Yeah.
The fuck? Paid $23 for a movie.
And then you ain't even get a snack or a drink.
You get a snack. That's before the snack and shit.
That drink costs more than a ticket.
It'd be like $50.
That's OD.
This shit is rough.
But what's the thing that y'all miss most?
Crying out in public.
Yeah.
You said what?
Huh?
What did you say?
What?
What did you miss the most?
Oh, crying out in public.
I don't want to laugh just in case you were serious.
I'm dead serious. You don't ever go to Central Park and just like sit on a bench and just like getting your feelings, just start like shedding tears?
No.
Well, you live next to Riverside and all that, so.
Oh, you're right. I cry there, yeah.
Yeah.
You technically could still do that.
What?
But it's nobody there to console me this time, though. They gotta stay 6 feet away from me. Sometimes you get a quick hug. That should make you feel better, bro.
That made that. All right. Well.
What do you miss the most?
I miss socializing though. Socializing, like whether it be at a bar, just outside, just being able to socialize. I miss that a lot.
I do too.
A lot.
I never thought I would say, but I really do miss working.
Me too.
Not necessarily like maybe like work itself, but like just going to it, the atmosphere.
Right.
Yeah,
I literally miss New York, the good and the bad.
Yeah.
Like the seeing the crazy, like the crowdedness. I even miss that. All the stuff that I hate about New York, I miss that too.
Oh no, I don't miss that.
I miss.
I don't miss the disgusting smells. I don't miss.
I think it's mostly missing having to do something. When you have nothing that you have to absolutely do, maybe with the exception of like going food shopping, right? Like, you're just left with nothing. You have to force things upon yourself. And it's just like it's too much.
So would y'all trade this for a night out listening to This Is How We Do It, Backstreet Boys? No?
No, at least this shit is free.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably go back to that. I ain't gonna lie.
Because I know I'd show up right there and I'd be like, oh,
Here's the thing, we're gonna go back to it regardless. So that's what.
And then you know what? I'll be more happier.
My worst fear.
Like, all right, forget it.
My worst fear is like all the spots that we like going to just close and we're left with Turtle Bay and.
Oh my god, that's depressing.
Grass
That's
Monkey.
a nightmare. That's a literal nightmare.
All the places that were just huge tourist traps and generated all the extra revenue because it would just get flooded with people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I know I'm gonna be tight when I go out and hear that fucking Bored in the House song out.
I'm hoping that we miss Tootsie Slide.
No, we won't. We won't miss that.
No,
if we get out by June, that's gonna be playing all June, all summer.
I might stay inside.
That's inescapable. And I will do that if that means I can be outside. I'll do the dance. I don't care.
You Tootsie Slide right out.
I'll do it. I don't even know how to do it. Yeah, I'll do.
He tells you how to do it.
I know. Yeah, the lyrics literally is it.
How the fuck did he get away with putting that out?
Somebody probably wrote it for him. I don't know.
Everything.
He gets away with everything.
That shit is ass.
Bro, I'll Tootsie slide right in the bar. I ain't gonna hold you. If that means that we ain't got to deal with this no more, like this ain't that bad.
Slide in that ass.
Sorry. Like I'm over it. It's been what, 6 weeks now?
Something like that.
Yeah, 6 weeks. 6 weeks. That's crazy.
No, like
not it's like four or five. Yeah.
4?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, March 13th.
A month.
Oh, 5. It's going on 5. It's going on 5. Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
5 weeks. That's a long time.
Yeah, but we're still on pause.
I barely even drunk liquor. Barely. Yeah, until March 5th. Another month. March 15th.
May.
I mean, yeah, May.
Yeah. And then we'll probably have to wait another couple weeks after that, and God knows what. To see. Well, New York already opened some things up today. They opened up the state parks and the marinas.
With no hoops.
I don't think they put the hoops up.
We ain't playing ball for another.
Good, y'all jump shot trash anyway.
That shit what? Pause.
You couldn't even hit 3 threes in a row. Fuck you mean?
For me? It's funny because I don't know who you looking at.
We can't even like point at each other.
I know.
I don't know which way.
Because he said you and assumed looking at me. I'm like, wait. Yeah.
Nah, yeah.
We're probably at like an hour now. Do y'all want to do like 3 scoops? Or...
Sure.
Oh, fuck.
I'll go first. So you can think of one. I'll give you time.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, one of the more interesting forms of entertainment during this whole COVID crisis thing were the battles that we've been having on Instagram with these musical artists. This person versus that person. You know, all these people getting pitted against each other. Did y'all see any of them?
Not fully. Not
like even a recap. Things. That dude Teddy Riley was wilding yesterday. Did you at least see those clips?
Yeah, I did.
Like why he tried to OD? They said they're doing too much with the person because he had a whole band. He had a hype man dancing on stage with him. He had a stage.
Yeah, he had a whole setup.
And nobody can hear him.
All you need is a Bluetooth speaker
and a play button.
Yeah,
and the volume. That's it. But yeah, he kind of OD. But I was thinking, is there anybody that y'all would want to see in a versus?
We were talking about this, but I think everyone wants to see 50 and Ja Rule.
Right.
I'd give $5 to see that. I'd pay $5.
Pay-per-view.
Yeah. If they charge $5.
Yeah, that's a bag. That's a bag, man.
Yeah, but here's the thing. A lot of those that would be the only unfriendly battle, I feel like.
That's why I want to see it.
They'd like
I do think it would be funny. Yeah.
And I just hate the comment section in those battles can never keep score. Like, they don't give rounds. They just give like credits to people who play like a.
It's one of my questions. Has anybody ever won?
It'll be like
it's opinion.
Well, not officially. It's all opinion.
Is it like a rap battle where like they battle, the battle's over and nobody they say who wins in the comments, but nobody. It's no like set.
There's no definitive winner. Yeah, no.
Okay.
But they'll be like
I was trying to understand.
After 5 rounds, it'll be like the score is like T-Pain 4, Lil Jon 3. What?
Yeah, who is this? Yeah, like who's the judge?
You are the judge, but like you don't know, motherfuckers don't know how to judge rounds.
They should have like a porn star version where they put their best scenes versus their best scenes. Probably not on Instagram, of course, but like.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'd be there for that. I probably won't even make it through the whole battle though. It'll be real if it's porn star rock. It's not.
When I first heard
the battle of the Taylors,
I thought it was gonna be continuous. I thought it was gonna be continuous. Like I thought it was gonna be like he'll transition his shit into like their like I didn't.
Yeah, that's hard to do like with social distancing.
Well, didn't the first not this set of battles, but didn't the first time Timbaland and Swizz Beatz did like a DJ battle, didn't they do it that way?
That was live, wasn't it? Weren't they?
I'm talking about before they did their first, like this. You know how like during the quarantine shits they did this?
Mm-hmm.
They had done one like I feel like a year ago or something like that.
On live?
They did. I don't know if it was on live or what. I can't remember what it was.
I remember Swizz Beatz and Just Blaze did one, but that was in person.
No, I remember Timbaland and Swizz Beatz did one as well, and they did like a continuous.
I remember the Just Blaze one. That was like a year ago.
Yeah.
We gotta hurry up. My phone on 15.
Oh.
Yeah, that was it. I'm just saying that's interesting, as well as like the virtual parties.
Well, that was my scoop.
So that leads into yours.
Yeah, because we had talked about this before. We talked about twerking and how we were over twerking. But the most popular lives have been people pretty much hosting twerk-offs, just doing wild shit. Like Tory Lanez had doing his little quarantine parties. To me, that's been fucking hilarious.
Right.
Just seeing bitches pour milk on their ass twerking. What I want to see, though, is the cleanups after all this. Because
are you gonna really sit there and watch them sweep up and mop up shit?
What else do we have to watch? I'm running out of shows on Netflix and Hulu. I'll watch.
So you're gonna watch people mop? I want to
see if they're tight. Like, damn, I just did this shit.
I just did this shit.
I got 2,000 followers, but damn, I just stained my carpet.
Those bitches look so desperate.
They all look. It's when you think about it, it's sad. Bitches are pouring ranch dressing and Cheerios on their ass
just to get attention.
Yeah, and get a couple $dollars in followers on their Cash App.
Actually, that is true. Yeah, people do get paid on their Cash App, but it's just such a stupid thing to get paid. I mean, whatever.
But I've enjoyed those. I think it's funny just to see people wilding. If you find any of the secret ones that they change every other day or whatever, and they really be wilding on those are pretty crazy too.
I've seen.
Tell me what they are. Tell me what they are too.
Yeah, I'll forward you the link.
Send me the link.
Yeah, I've seen some wilding ones where you just see full nudity, and I'm like, oh snap.
Have you been on the Demon Time one?
No, because I can't find them.
Yeah, he keeps.
Yeah, I haven't found any like the real shits. I've seen like Instagram stories of them though.
Yeah.
All I need is for one person to be in, just screen record and send it to Reddit, and then I'm good. You know what I mean? That's how I do it. Those are the real heroes. Screen recorder boys.
But
all you need is one person to pay for OnlyFans, and then you're good. Feed the whole family.
But I'm back on twerking for now.
Pause.
No, I mean like watching girls twerk. Yes, us.
Yeah. I didn't even say it, was you? Well, my scoop for this, I got to kind of, we've all of us kind of played off of each other. Pause, but I'm officially sick of TikTok.
I've been sick of this shit before this.
I can't stand it. I don't want to watch lame people dance to hip hop videos in a whack way. I don't want to watch any of the corny shit on there. It's all corny. I'm sick of it. I don't find like any of it like, I don't know. I think this shit is trash, personally. Can we find another app that has dope shit, please? Someone.
Yeah, and with that being said, follow us on TikTok.
We
won't be dancing.
No, we will not.
There's nothing even on there.
Still follow us.
Still gonna put content on there.
We are?
Yes.
To play off of what you've been saying too, like
this nigga rocking bait.
Huh?
You got bait?
What?
That shirt, is that bait?
Oh, this is imported from it's a
good money.
This was purchased from someone else on the podcast. It wasn't you.
You bought that for him?
It was a gift, yeah.
That's
gang. Cute. Nah, it's just That ain't cute. Anyway.
What are you going to say?
Nah, but have y'all been getting tired of Instagram too?
No.
I just think the content on it has been...
I've never been on Instagram more
I was real close to deleting Instagram during the push-up challenges.
Oh,
the shot challenges. Yeah, if that would have kept up, I would have been off.
The shot challenge changed when they went from drinking expensive liquor to that bullshit. That's crazy. Taking shots of beer now.
I haven't seen a challenge in a minute. Is there one that's like?
No.
Because they thought they were gonna be locked up for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They ain't have enough liquor.
Yep.
They ain't have enough upper body strength too.
Yeah, they ain't have enough body strength either.
I saw some of them push-up challenges. You could tell that was the first push-up somebody's done in like 5 years.
That's why they actually thought it was a challenge to do 10 push-ups.
Speaking of, they're saying this summer's about to be about personality, not looks this year. How y'all feel?
It would have been slow for me regardless.
Women though, for the women. Oh, you still came back? Even though
yeah.
It would have been slow regardless.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
You're gonna be tight. They're gonna be horny, and they still ain't gonna fuck.
Probably not. As long as I get a haircut before I step out.
Yeah, I feel like as soon as things are open, I think that's the first place I want to go.
I'm gonna have to wait like 2 weeks. That shit is gonna be backed up like a motherfucker.
You better pre-order your seat.
I know, yeah.
That shit is gonna be
an appointment. I'm surprised there's no like barber app that like sets appointments and shit. That shit wouldn't fly anyway. Who am I kidding?
And then you say it on here so people, for our poor listeners, to steal that idea.
That shit would not fly. That shit wouldn't fly.
Not with Dominican barbers. We're too unorganized.
Yeah.
That could thrive in a self-contractor working situation. Like, this is the day and age where everybody's working for themselves. So like,
yeah,
I think a barber could thrive off of that.
I think so too.
So that way they don't have to work in an actual bar. It'll be sus to do a crib, but like not having to work at the actual barber shop.
Or like only show up when you know you got people.
Yeah. Question: how does it work? Like, do barbers get paid by the hour, or they get paid like commission or tips?
No, they get paid with what you pay them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, why go? I don't know. It's like a whole deep.
I think they like get a cut. I think they get like a cut goes to like their shop.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, how they
rent the chairs. It's like $150 a month.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then.
All right. Well, shit. Hopefully, we don't have to do too many of these online shits. As fun as these are, I'd like to be out.
Well, hopefully this works. So this way, I can choose to do this instead of having to go all the way to Queens. I'm lazy. I'm kidding. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, subscribe to us everywhere. You already know the drill. At Neapolitan Podcast. Follow us on YouTube. Be sure to check out all our back catalog. We got a year's worth of shit out. So you got nothing but time. Listen to us talk shit.
Yeah.
And
no one can say they don't have enough time.
Yeah. But on that note, don't kill us.
Don't kill us.